Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Glad to have you with us. Sunday in the NBA. It'll be the Toronto Raptors facing off against the Los Angeles Clippers. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
A terrific, beautiful night here in downtown Los Angeles. Our broadcast here at the sold-out Staples Center. Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for Toronto. And for the Clippers, Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know that they called this Staples Center home as well last year. And I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Westbrook dishes to George. Right side, Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and when they got out and ran, this place was really rocking. And this Clipper team has a roster full of guys that can make a play that ignites a crowd. And some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
You know, it wasn't a surprise that the Raptors struggled on the road. Most young teams do. They were 13-28 as the visiting team. They did end the year looking a lot more dangerous on the road than they started, though.
They can't afford to give them that kind of look.
Well, they came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Leonard. It's George on the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Raptors' struggles on the road. They didn't have the best road record at the end of the season, as you said, but, Steve, they did show some bite with their play.
You know, one of the interesting stats from the Raptors last year is they actually scored more points on the road than they did at home, and that rarely happens in the NBA. But I think the big thing with Toronto, their defense has to improve more than anything else.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Morris with the rebound.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Leonard on the wing. Here's the 3. Gets it to go. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Number 33, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Leonard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Leonard's got 5.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Leonard with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll. Oh, he's explosive, Kevin. I mean, a lot of time, all it takes is a basket or two to really get his motor running, and suddenly he becomes almost impossible to handle.
Something else I'll say is that he loves those catch-and-shoot situations, Steve. When he receives a pass in space, it's right away looking to shoot it. Well, I tell you what, the Clippers playing in the Western Conference knew they'd have to take care of business facing Eastern Conference opponents, and they did. 21-9 against the East, and a bunch of highlight real plays along the way.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. He's got 6.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
There's the pick. George passes to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And for the Clippers against the East, they had a winning record against every division after. That's exactly what any coach, Steve, would hope for at the start of the season.
And you'll remember the Clippers went on that big streak in December, and I think the early part of the season they won 17 games in a row. A lot of those games out on the road back east. So I thought that established the tone for the Clippers for last year.
It appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
Now, here is George. Morris gets to Leonard. Outside, George. Here's Westbrook. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 3-on-3. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. Dictating the pace and making sure that pace is up-tempo is what he's hoping they can do in this one. He said, we're fast, we know it, and we're going to make sure they know it too.
And thank you for that, Doris. And the Clippers have possession. The Raptors getting the bucket. Westbrook missing again. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Here's Toronto now. They're on an 11-3 run. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But, you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
And here are the Raptors now. Paul George making his last shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Outside Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Right side Leonard. That's it go. No luck. And Toronto will come the other way. Number 23. He's covered by Westbrook. Number 23. Morris with the rebound.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
He dishes it to Leonard. On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. Here's Plumlee. Good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Raptors with the lead. To the middle. Number 33. And it's sent back by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
And here are the Raptors now. And that one's good, Barnes.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
And George kicks to Leonard. George. Plumlee dishes to George. Tries to keep it alive, but they recover it. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Plumlee's got his second bucket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game. That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. LA's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. He kicks it to Powell. Passes it to Mann. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Covington. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Clippers lead by 3. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
35 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the dish to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Leads him in there. Plumlee with the steal. Man, covered by Flynn. The pass to Powell. For the 3. The shot no good.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Baseline try. That's good from Porter on the assist by Flynn. Porter's got his first 2 points. Cannot hit. Not a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
How about the work on the offensive glass to this point, guys?
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Number 19. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
That free throw missing. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep. And the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
Here's Mann. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 3.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Flynn with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Doubled by Plumlee. Porter kicks to Barton. Flynn from deep. It's rebounded by Mann.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
So it's the Clippers now. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Easy place, come on!
The first one falls.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason, and they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the miss from Flynn, pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the jumper is good. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The offensive rebound. There's the bucket. Good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
The shot's good from Plumlee. Raptors trail by 7. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porter against Batum. Clock at 6. Number 5. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Los Angeles leading by 7. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Covington guarded by Porter. Turnaround Jay. That's good.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
And so here's Toronto. Here is Flynn. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Feeds it to Barton. Kicks it to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barton, defended by Powell. Barton, no luck. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Powell, the pass to Batum. Dishes to Powell. The tray. They get it back.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for them.
Raptors trail by 9. Here's Flynn, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Raptors making a change here. Free throw, no good.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Right side, Flynn. Boucher, back to Flynn. Number 23, defended by Powell. Flynn kicks to Porter. Off the pick. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Porter's got his second basket.
Yeah, but he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And he also loves to jump into the passing lane and pick you off. He likes to shoot the gap. It backfires on occasion, but like a great base runner, he seems to pick his spots pretty well.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Powell. Six to shoot. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Clippers lead by 7.
After a big improvement defensively in 11-12, the Raptors took a step back in that department last year with all the moving parts, young players they added, and gelling that had to be done. You can see why that would have been the case.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Toronto. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. He feeds it to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Well, we do know young teams struggle with D, as you were talking about, Clark, and the Raptors definitely fell into that category last season. Some athletic players for sure. And, you know, they could get better this year and beyond, Steve, if they work as a unit. Of course, that'll be the key.
Yeah, they weren't bad by any means last season. I mean, they would end up near the middle or at least bottom third of every big defensive stat. But, you know, they made some strides, and I think this year they have to take that next step, and they've got to continue to build on what they have.
And the Clippers have possession after the three-pointer from Flynn.
That's foul number 2 on him. They might not warrant sitting him entirely, but you know, another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
And Toronto making a change here. Kicks it out to Leonard. Hits the jumper in space. Leonard's got 12 in the game. Raptors trail by 6. Here's the screen. Number 23, defended by Powell. Wide open look. And another basket for Toronto. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Feet out, and he hits it. And the Clippers lead by 6. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Barton. Number 23. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Leonard attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Well, you look at the numbers, Kevin. Last year they were around 71% from the line as a team, so not a very good number there.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
No good on the free throw. And Toronto making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. And George with the block. But they'll get another chance. Number 23. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 3rd rebound tonight. A pull-up, and he hits the jump shot.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
Number 43. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the 3rd quarter, but right now it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone, to the Halftime Report.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Just absolute domination in this one for Leonard. He has 12 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Number 33. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And here's Westbrook. George dishes to Westbrook. Drills the 3-pointer. Westbrook's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Clippers. Raptors trail by 11. Barnes screen on Westbrook. Number 23. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
George passes to Leonard. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Gets it to go. Leonard's got 14. So it's Toronto now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's the feed to Barnes. Number 3. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 11. And George kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George, here we go. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
It's stolen. Right side Westbrook. And the layup falls.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
Not to mention, guys, he's got those rush hour handles. He can get in a lot of tight spaces the way he handles that ball. He's able to dissect the defense with ease.
Toronto calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Number 23. He's covered by Westbrook. Number 23. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Now here's Westbrook. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And that one's good.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Number 23. No good again that time.
He has not been on his game. And, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Leonard, no luck. Raptors trail by 16. He dishes it to Barnes, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Now, here is George. He's got 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Here's Barnes after the basket by Los Angeles. Number 3 sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Raptors making a change here. Passes it to Man. Back to Leonard. They set the screen. Gordon. Nailed from three-point land. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, their three-point shooting since halftime is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
Number 33. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here is Los Angeles now after Toronto got the three-pointer. Clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
And the shot is good.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Man passes to Gordon. Gives him the lead pass. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And Toronto making a change here. Raptors trail by 15. There's a screen. Young left side. All alone. Off the left rim and out.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And blocked. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the Raptors miss again. Clippers leading by 15. Leonard sets a screen for Gordon. Launches a three. The shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Number 23, defended by Man. Screen by Young. Number 33, hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
1:30 left in the third quarter. George gets a screen from Plumlee. Shot on the wing. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Leonard brings the double team. Number 33. number 19. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude.
Oh, look out. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure. What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
And Toronto making a change here. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Gordon dishes to George. Makes the lead pass. Young with the steal. There's the screen. Three-pointer. Number 23. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Here's Westbrook. Can't get it to go. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first three quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Clippers lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Clippers.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one. It's led to an abundance of second chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second chance points.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
At the line for one.
Raptors trail by 12. Outside Flynn. He kicks to Barnes. Back to Flynn. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Back to Westbrook. They set the pick. Outside Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 17 points for Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's gone 3 of 5 from the arc. 60% shooting the three ball. Here's Flynn, and it's blocked by Leonard.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Back to Westbrook. There's the 3. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And that is good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
A nice shot by Flynn.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Westbrook. Blocked. Here's Barton. The dish to Flynn. Number 43. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Westbrook. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 12. Flynn kicks to Barnes. Boucher. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Morris passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Russell Westbrook. One shot.
That's good from Westbrook. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Barnes up top. Number 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. And there's the pass to George. Number 40. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Six to shoot. Number 3. And the lead is down inside single digits. 19 points in the game.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. It's George on the wing. Drops in the tray. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, just too many easy buckets, you know, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And so here's Toronto. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Number 3, defended by George. Number 19. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Toronto has their hands full guarding against Russell Westbrook.
He has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
That's good from Westbrook. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Still Clippers ball. 24 seconds.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're
Yeah.
right. Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. Takes a 3. Westbrook missing again.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Number 23. He's covered by Westbrook. Shoots it. Right through the shoulder that time. All net. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Los Angeles leading by 8. And the basket good. Westbrook's got 7 points for the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 10. 124 left in the fourth quarter. Number 33, defended by George. And that one's good, Barnes.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
LA's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now George. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard. At the line for 2.
You got these, no problem.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Number 3, defended by Morris. Leaps for it, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot's good.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Pass to man. Number 5, defended by Barton. From outside the arc, the shot's good from man. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there. That being the case, this one is finished. Over.
Young outside. Back to Flynn. From downtown. No good. Now here's Gordon. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.